Welcome to the Coin Curiosity channel. I am Redacted9line, and welcome back to the channel. We are reviewing the Lincoln Small Cents Wheat Ears Reverse. They were minted from 1909 until 1958. These Lincoln Small Cents came out of a coin collection purchase that I had done. You can check out the playlist on the channel to see all the different coins that we have reviewed and gone through. And with these Wheat Ear Reverse Small Cents that we're looking at currently, this is the 40s decade. So we have two different varieties that we're going to be looking at. We have the bronze variety, and then we have the 1943 steel variety. So variety 1 was from 1909 to 1942, and then from 1944 until 1958. The weight is 3.11 grams for, again, the bronze version. And from 1947 until 1958, you had 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. From 1944 until 1946, you had 95% copper and 5% zinc. In 1909 to 1942 was 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. For the steel cents, the 1943s, their weight is 2.7 grams, and they were composed of steel coated with zinc. That being said, let us go ahead and start reviewing the 1940s decade. So we have 1949 San Francisco, 64,290,000 were minted. And you can have a value range between the face value of the small cent to $175. $1949 Denver, 153,132,500 minted. Max potential value be $450. And of course, all the value ranges can fluctuate as the years go by. It can go up, can go down. And then, of course, as coins are sold, what those prices are realized for. But here's another 1949 Denver. $1949 Philadelphia. They did not put the mint mark on a majority of the Philadelphia minted coins. 217,775,000 minted. Potential max value of $1,250. And this has some pretty good luster to it, some good eye appeal. Could be some remnants of a fingerprint. Just right here underneath the word trust and above the date, but not a bad looking coin. Here's a second 1949. We have a 1948 San Francisco. 81,735,000 minted. Potential max value of $100. 1948 Denver, 172,637,500. Max potential value of $550. Again, your low end will always be, at the minimum, the face value of the coin, unless there is a precious metal involved, such as silver or gold or platinum or palladium. 1948 Philadelphia, 317,570,000 minted. Max potential value of $1,750. Here's a second 1948. If there are any known major varieties, I will cover those as we come across them. Here we have a 1947 San Francisco, a smooth 99 million minted, and a max potential value of $175. They could have just pushed out another million and had a smoother 100 million, but I digress. 1947 San Francisco. 1947 Denver saw a mintage of 194,750,000. Unfortunately, we have some. I don't believe that is rust or patina. It looks to be probably some old residue, tape residue potentially, that could be cleaned off, but 1947 Denver could potentially see a high price of $200, but not that one with that residue on it. Here's another 1947 Denver. This reverse is looking a lot better than the last one. All right, 1947 Philadelphia, 190,555,000. Potential max value that could be realized is $1,500. 1946 Denver, 315,690,000. Potential max value of $175. 1946 Philadelphia, 991,655,000 minted. With a potential max value of $650. It's another 1946. $1945 San Francisco, 181,770,000. Potential max value of $75. $1945 Denver, 266,268,000 minted. Potential max value is $125. 1945 Philadelphia, saw over 1 billion minted, and your value range can be 1 cent to $225. And we'll go from this red tarnished 1945 to to a more plain brown 1945. It's always good having some variations of toning, variations of color, as it, you can have two essentially specimens for different individuals' needs and what they prefer for a beauty standpoint, eye appeal. 1944 San Francisco, 282,760,000, potentially bring a max value of $100. Second 1944 San Francisco. In 1944 Denver. And with the 44 Denver, you are looking for a D mint mark, a Denver mint mark over a S San Francisco mint mark. You should be able to see the top of the S, the remnants of the S, right above the D. And this does not appear to have that. So the 1944 Denver, 430,578,000 minted, potential max value of $100. Here is the other 1944 Denver. All right, 1944. So the 1944 was prominent in the Philadelphia version, but Philadelphia mint versions of 1944. But you can also find the following along in your Denver and San Francisco mint of 1944 are steel varieties of the 1944 year, and if you find those can be worth a decent amount. The best way to always test it is I have a magnet off camera. Of course, you should be able to see the steel prominently, but 1944 saw almost 1.5 billion minted. You can have $150 as your max value. And here is a second 1944. Appears just to be the bronze composition, and it does not stick to the magnet. But having a magnet, having a scale, and some calipers are always good to have. Of course, magnifying glass, a scope, jeweler's loupe, to identify your coins. So here are the Variety 2 versions, so we could see how much of a significant difference we have between the bronze and the steel. So 1943 San Francisco, 191,550,000 minted, potential max value of $3,000. And it did stick to the magnet. Well, this 1943 Denver has definitely seen some better days with a lot of that pitting that is going on. The tarnish on the obverse, the front side of the coin. But 1943 Denver is also known to have doubling on the mint mark. This does not have that, but the mintage for this year and mint, 217,660,000, max potential value $2,250. And it does stick, which is good. These two also stick to the magnet. 1943. And what you want to look for on your 1943 versions, some potentially have been struck on silver, and some were stuck on bronze as they were changing the composition over due to the copper shortage for the critical year. But your 1943 steel small cent saw a mintage of 684,628,670, max potential value $3,000. And here's the second 1943. All right, now we will get back to the Variety 1 bronze compositions. In 1942, Denver, 206,698,000. Potential max value of $14. 1942, Philadelphia, 657,796,000. Potential max value of $14. Here is a second 1942. $1941 San Francisco, 92,360,000. Your value range is the face value of the coin, 1 cent, up to $15. So 1941 Denver, 128,700,000 minted. Potential max value range is in the $15 ballpark. Here. Oh, and had this out of order. But here's another 1941 San Francisco. So we'll go ahead and swap those. All right, 1941 Philadelphia, 887,018,000 were minted. Potential max value of $14. 1940 San Francisco, the mintage was 112,940,000. Your value range is 1 cent to $15. 1940 Denver, 81,390,000. Max potential value is $15. And the last 1940 decade coin, 1940s decade coin that we'll be looking at is the 1940 Philadelphia, which is what we had just looked at previously as well. 586,810,000 max potential value. Of $14. And I do stand corrected. I just looked at the last coin, which was the 1940 Denver. So 1940 Philadelphia, just under 587 million minted, max potential value $14. So there we have it. There was the 1940s decade. A few steel cents in there. I believe there were 4 of them. And so next coming up is the 30s, the 20s, the teens, or the 10s, and the 1909. I do appreciate you watching. I have been Redacted 9 Line for the Coin Curiosity channel. I'll leave a comment below. Share with a friend. It's always much appreciated. You swinging by. And until next time, take care.